We're both 15-year-old boys and 75-year-old men at the same time.
He just throws the whole cup of coffee into his asshole and walks away. Because he smells like just hot onions cooked in a farm fart shithouse.
One of my earliest memories is the urge to break a coffee pot full of hot coffee over someone's head.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, fuck.
So I was thinking about having a little talk. What if I was to, I don't know what the term here is if for the present tense, suicided myself?
Uh-huh. Have suicided?
Act of suiciding.
Currently?
Like
Present
in the
tense?
moment.
Okay.
Like so in the moment that like it's
gotta
jarring. But I slit my throat open.
Uh-huh.
And like, you know, my head falls back like this obviously and it's like and like
I know, I'm picturing it.
But then my open throat falls onto the microphone. 1 out of 10, how badass of a suicide is it?
I think it's like a 7.
Okay.
It's good.
I'll take it.
7 is my, like, you know what I mean?
So yeah, 7's like your masterpiece.
Yeah, I mean, 10 out of 10 suicide?
We already went over a 10 out
Yeah,
of 10
I mean,
suicide
yeah,
on the show.
If you're
I can't achieve something like that in this dungeon.
Old-time listener, if you're listening to Old Town Road
Oh my
by yourself,
god. No.
because you can't be seen in public doing it anymore.
Rascal Gang now.
Rascal Gang. Hi, folks. Episode 136, which we have decided we hate.
Yeah.
The number.
We've
not
decided,
the episode.
Not the episode. There's just the
But
number is bad.
I can assume I'll hate the episode.
I can also assume I will.
Make some
after I
wild
have to
assumptions. Tell us how
say
much
some
you
crazy
hate
things.
us over at www.thedapperdads.com/cumbot. It's a robot full of cum that we've been working on. That's where all of our resources go.
They asked us why, and we just didn't have we just didn't have an answer.
Why not?
Why
It's like the movie Rubber.
Why climb
Why not?
Everest?
Yeah. Why climb Everest nowadays? You know what I mean?
To
Climb a
drag
different
your cum-filled robot to the top and leave it there so that you never have to
How
see
was
it
climbing
again.
Everest? It's okay, but at the top I found something I could never speak about
At
again.
the top, I found something that you would not believe.
It was a old furnace that men had clearly ejaculated into.
It was
it was written robot on the side, but it did not show any robot
There
tendencies
was a
at
big
all.
pair of googly eyes and a mouth drawn on it, and then some sticks with rubber gloves, super glued, dare I say gorilla glued to the outside.
I must say that the mouth things were done to it, and it was clear that they were not familiar with the sheet metal and the sharp edges of it.
I am not sure how long the thing had been up there, but the cum was boiling hot still, but there was no sign of any men on my ascent up the mountain.
I saw the tip of a severed penis.
I think they may have been trying to face fuck the cum robot.
Right into it, folks. You thought we couldn't get right to cum
we couldn't do it?
within just moments of
Moments
the podcast.
away from the cum robot.
You love to be
You love to be in that moment, possibly, when your dick gets cut by the mouth of a furnace.
I like to live in the moments before the cum robot
I like
comes
to live in the moment.
orally
Because
impresses me.
there's only two ways to live life. Everything before the cum robot and everything after the cum robot.
You're always waiting for it, even after. You'll never be the same.
You're never going to be the same. You're going to hear a creaking and a dragging on concrete outside, and you're going to be... I mean, like a homeless man dragging it down the street.
I thought the cum robot was pulling up in a Ford. You're like, is that the cum
Imagine
robot?
that giant thing just clanking around, just like dripping everywhere. Like there's just shit flying out.
I would love I
An
think
11-second skirt with the cum robot with
he
cum just
flaps out of the
flying.
car and rolls onto your lawn.
Oh,
you have
sounds
the
like
instant
it
inkling
sounds
to
like a-
fuck it to death.
But it
Like I
sounds-
do with anything that rolls up on my lawn.
Yeah, be
of course.
careful.
Yeah, don't
Careful,
come up to my
fans.
house.
Don't roll up to
Yeah.
his house.
One of you knows my address because you mailed me something, so
you
don't
got-
show up to my lawn.
And you got turned into the new cum robot. that
Amazon
night.
hates me.
Amazon hates us because
I
we
fucked
won't
their
stop
employees.
fulfilling robot cum orders. You have to get the refills for it.
But
You
I'm
provide
thinking,
the refills.
I'm thinking in the series of cum robot movies, at least 2 or 3. I
Out
think
of
in the
7.
third one, the third one, we try to give him life, or he comes to life.
Like a Frankenstein style scenario.
I don't think we jam him full of bodies. That's number 2.
No,
That's
but
movie
we're
2.
jamming him with things that make bodies.
Right, but I don't think he has a female productive
That's
system.
4.
I know how women work. The female productive system.
Yeah, it looks
it's called the kitchen. Can I say?
Whoa! Coming in with the hot
Guess
takes.
I can't say it. I
Bright
was
and early.
told not to say it. But,
you can
know.
say it. I'm not saying you can't
The
say
apology
it.
tour 2020 has been
yeah,
postponed until 2021.
Coronavirus concerns.
We refuse to shake your filthy
We're
hand.
Modelo fans.
Yeah. Email dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com with your cum robot conspiracies.
With your cum robot concerns.
Yeah. Or your plans.
For your cum robot warranty, email dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com. There's no
Mailer
fucking warranty.
Mailer demon.
$5 mail-in rebate now when you buy 2 cum robots.
11% off rebate that you can only use at our store because Menards is a genius. Where you're like, come get money off, but only to use it future in the store.
And then fill up a brown bag with whatever you want for 60% off.
I love that at garage sales. Have you ever been to a garage sale where they're like, fill up a brown bag of
I have
clothes? Did you ever go to Alley Walk?
Whoa, yeah, it's been a minute, but yeah.
They used to have one garage that would always do that, fill up with clothes. And as a kid, I would do it. And then pretty much never wear the clothes. It's exciting to fill something.
It is,
a brown bag full of anything.
It's like when you go. It's
Picture
like
cum, the original cum robot. Some say.
Yeah, it's fun to fill things up with cum. A small mason jar that you take and keep in your room till it gets really hot and discolored.
It's got to be small because it takes a lot of cum to fill something up.
It does.
Am I right, ladies?
Am I right?
Or men. Whoever wants to be.
Did we not? I know for a fact we looked up on the show how many dicks you would have to suck before you had to get your stomach pumped, right? I'm positive.
Like
I remember us doing this.
I know
it was a long time ago in a show.
Yeah,
universe
back when
far,
we were
far
gross.
Away. Yeah, back when we were gross.
We didn't
and
have
immature.
Yeah,
some would say
we've grown a lot.
We've grown
clearly.
up quite a bit. I was told 2 interesting things about the show this week. Would you like to hear them?
Let's get through promo real quick, so I'm not hating myself during the video. Call 4027-DAPPER. That's 4027327737. You can call or text it. We have a text. Give us a voicemail. It feels like it's been a decade.
It's been a decade since we've had a voicemail. There wasn't cum robots the last time we had voicemails.
Yes. Please, all of your correspondence, make it about cum robots, so when we get it, we are like, what the fuck are these people talking about?
Yeah, because
our
we're going to
fans are
immediately
disgusting.
forget this. We're going to be like, what kind of disgusting pervert is texting this phone? Block, block, block.
If you're a disgusting pervert, go to www.patreon.com/dapperdads, where we say the things that we can't say. And I just said women only belong in the kitchen, so imagine what we're saying over there. Twitter @DapperDads. Follow us, tweet at us. Don't report us, even if you really want to.
Even if you really want to.
Yeah. And then Instagram @DapperDadsPodcast. Go over there, heart some photos, do some shit. I don't really give a fuck. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, whatever. I don't give a shit.
We had somebody do the thing recently.
I think they just subscribed to it. Which do that too, but also leave reviews.
Yeah.
You can do it on any iPhone, even display iPhones that are working models. You can pop a quick review. If it doesn't work, it's because the name is already taken, and you're going to be like, there's no way this name's taken because it's so ridiculous.
Tell us how many you do. Next time you see us in public, we'll buy you a beer.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll agree to that. So what are your 2 things that you were told?
2 things.
It sucks and it's gross.
That's
what I get told.
I was told that it... I don't know if this was just the person,
okay,
but they said it couldn't keep their attention. And I was like, what? And they were just like, yeah, I don't know if I need like a lot more stimulation in life or something like that, but like it was good. I just
have they heard all their podcasts?
I know, that's
because I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I'm like, even if I like it, sometimes I'm like, fuck. And I feel like that's why I think ours is good, because we both have violent ADD that we refuse to do anything about.
So it just keeps going and going.
Yeah,
and going.
And that's how our brains work. But yeah, I don't know.
And then they were like, I had to see those pictures of you puke, and I was like, this is weird. And I was like, yeah, try being me.
Yeah, the puke pictures are very popular.
I mean, they're the highlight of 2020 so far, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to top it, but I understand if we don't.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, there's
it's
no...
a big year. It's early.
It's early.
We're calling it early.
A lot of big things happening in 2020 so far.
A lot of big things.
The other thing I was told about the show is that we should try to if we could find a place in a teenage boy demographic, we would probably blow up.
Yeah, I've also been told that, which you hate to hear.
You hate to hear it.
Like, I don't... it's one of those things
when
where
I think about it, those are the kids with money, though, because they're the ones where the parents are like, I don't understand this shit, and they just throw money at it.
Well, yeah, it's like that Cumtown podcast. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not heard of Cumtown.
It's a podcast called Cumtown, and I've had people be like, "You remind me of Cumtown."
Is that where the cum robot lives?
I don't know. I tried to listen to it, and I did not enjoy it. I really don't understand it. Also seems like a little racist from time to time, like when it's like comedy racism, but sometimes you're like, no, I still don't know if that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you're making enough of a point or a good enough joke to justify this. It's a weird gray area. I didn't really dive into it, but yeah, and I think it's like the rage with little 4chan boys, which I'm like, yeah, it's a very thin line. Because also I think it's hard to make a thing where you're like, this is, like, I have to tell people sometimes, like, this is like 18 plus. You know what I mean? This is an adult oriented show. The things we say, the way we speak. Yeah, because I have people who are like, I'll just play it around the house, and I'm like, probably shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like,
you should do
depends
it with
how
headphones.
shitty your house is, but I mean, like, I wouldn't recommend it.
I mean, I've seen some families out in public that would probably play this around their children, and they're pieces of shit.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, it is what I'm aware of what I'm.
But yeah,
creating.
if I found this when I was 15, I would it would be my god.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would have been
because
like,
I'm like,
Durr.
Which I think also speaks volumes that we're immature as
We're
much
just
as we've
children.
grown. We're just 15-year-old boys at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
that's what I love is that for some reason we're like 15-year-old boys on the show, but then like in real life we're like, I'm trying to eat more tomatoes.
I don't know if that's the right answer either. I think that's also something a 15-year-old boy would say.
No,
because it started off, could I just eat tomatoes?
Yeah.
But then
I've been pushing myself a little bit.
Yeah.
If I eat them in the dark, I don't mind them.
We're like 15-year-olds whose bodies are breaking down at an alarming point.
Yeah, but we're breaking down like old men are breaking down, or like an old car.
So we're like, we're both 15-year-old boys and 75-year-old men at the same time.
Somehow.
Like a sandwich of a 15-year-old boy and a 75-year-old man put together. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. Age is just a number. I'm gonna ruin us.
Yeah, you're saying, how are you me?
A 15-year-old would be like, oh,
you're just like me. You're gonna ruin the show.
No, we've changed. We switched spaces. We peed in that fountain at the same time, and the lightning struck it. But you were peeing in the toilet? What is that movie?
I know what you're talking about, but God, I can't think of it.
It's not that old, and it's bad and weird.
Wasn't that on the Cleveland show?
No, I'm talking about a movie.
Yeah,
the one guy fucks like pregnant women. Like one guy's like married. I mean, you know exactly what the plot is before I say it.
Yeah.
One guy's married and tired of his wife. She shits and stuff, and he's sick of it. And then the other guy's like a
your
young
wife shits,
bachelor. She shouldn't. Not after getting married.
Be.
Should be in your vows. Think about it.
A healthy person doesn't shit. Did you know that? They do not shit at all.
Did you know you can go like a month without shitting?
Allegedly.
Yeah, like I heard this from Dr. Drew,
but
who's the only doctor I subscribe to.
Okay, but I wonder. But okay,
Dr. Drew, please have your people get in touch with our people. I love Dr. Drew. Can we just talk about how much we love
a 75-year-old man. What if you're like really packing the food in though? So like, what if you're eating like a lot every day, but you're still not shitting? Like, it's got to be just collecting in there, right?
I don't know. I've heard like it's not like recommended, but it is fine. Like you will be fine.
Is fine the correct term?
I mean, I think that's just the baseline for things. Just like you can go like 7 days without food or something. 7 days without water. Both of them.
3 days without water.
3 days without water. 7 days without food.
I think it's like 2 weeks without food.
Who fucking knows? People. I mean, you can do a lot of shit. It's fine.
You can do a lot of things. You can eat nothing.
But what I don't understand is like when you really like, you know, like when you have to shit. Is it like, or like imagine not shitting for a month and then that
I can't
that
imagine
first
not
shit
shitting
back,
for like a day or two.
First day out. When it's
First day out.
shitting.
What happens to your asshole if you don't shit for 30 days? Because there's no like.
It's a vacation. It's on the beach with a mojito
just
and a
hanging
hammock
out,
with
having
a
a
hat
drink.
Down and then
Big
only
floppy hat.
Big floppy hat down over the eyes. It only lifts it up to order another drink when the stewardess, I was going to say. So why not live in this moment and say the stewardess is on the beach with you?
Okay.
Because your asshole was on a plane.
Okay.
And he's having a couple cocktails. You know, a
really
lot of
just
anxiety.
yeah.
He's puckered.
Doesn't
we'll say
like-
that much.
doesn't
He's on
like
the
to
plane
fly.
puckered. Imagine being next to a literal asshole on the plane.
Like, are we talking actual size, or has it like gone anthropomorphically human large? For
human
this
large.
scenario?
Maybe
Okay.
not full human large, but like
Yeah, because I'm
definitely-
picturing like,
You
it's
know
got to
the-
be breathing at
you
that
know the-
point too. Just,
it's breathing. You know the
you put your kid next to it in the middle seat, so you don't gotta say, give it the window seat, honey.
you know the 7-Up dot how it was a character for
Uh-huh.
like, and it had video games.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
well, I played the video game the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot how much this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And the fact that we used to make video games, like there's a Chester Cheeto video game, the Dot from 7-Up video game.
The
Like,
Captain Crunch Crunchlings.
Yeah.
Which I've raved about.
I know, we know.
Bring
about
back
it.
the Crunchlings.
Yeah. I saw your Crunchlings tattoo. Interesting place.
I just pull up my shirt. It just says
but it's
Crunchlings.
upside down,
says
so only you can
It says
enjoy
Crunchlings on my stomach, but the eye's a bullet for some reason. But then there's an upside down Crunchling on my chest.
Yeah. But yeah, so the asshole's on the plane looking like the Dot
The
from
sequel.
7-Up. And so it hits on the stewardess, get a couple cocktails in it.
Asshole on a plane versus cum robot.
That is, that's the
coming
Jason,
this
Freddy
summer.
versus Jason down the road when they both have had very successful franchises that start to, you know what I
Like
mean?
dip a little
Busta
bit.
Rhymes is in one of them,
And
know,
then
and
there's
you're
there's Cum Robot X where he's in space and they call
which
it
is traditionally the best one.
traditionally, yeah.
Believe it or not,
and
you
people-
can
people hate it,
send
but
your
it's the
hate
best.
mail because I will
People-
frame it and burn it.
And you have to listen to your aunt all the time when you're growing up. Call it
Jason in space.
Cum Robot in space because it's like Muppets in space. Get it? It's funny because it's so stupid.
Does the cum robot still kill a person in a sleeping bag with another person in
Yeah.
a sleeping bag?
It also has
That's the best thing.
The Cum Robot also has to dip someone in liquid nitrogen.
Yeah, and break their
and
face
break
off.
their face off.
Cum robot and human-sized asshole, aka the
Asshole
7-Up
on a plane.
asshole on the plane, face off. You know what I mean?
Like
So the
like a
assholes-
Godzilla vs Kong kind of thing, or
No,
the
face off, face
like
off.
face off
Yeah,
coming
the
off.
face off. So
John Travolta, Nick Cage face off.
yeah, asshole on the cum robot's face, googly eyes, sharp mouth on the asshole.
Okay.
I'm just throwing things.
I know.
out there,
I'm
you know what I mean?
I'm like where
These
it's going.
bitch meetings are gonna
I'm-
get crazy
I'm
after
picturing-
the first 5.
But I'm picturing like a King Kong versus Godzilla, like where they're like running at each other through like a
Let's
a
have that
giant
be.
at this
That's
point.
5, and then 6 they become friends.
Is this
What was
in the sequels of these
Oh,
movies?
yes.
So this is in the combined franchises of these movies?
Yeah, we get in early. We know what we
So
want.
there's 7 of these too? So there's like
Sure.
7 of each of the solo movies and then
I'm at 5. I meant there's
21 films?
Yeah, I don't see what the problem is.
I don't
The
either,
people
actually. Netflix,
want
cut
it.
me a check.
We made 10 saws. You know?
There was 10? I thought there was
think
8.
so. But then there's Jigsaw. Now there's the new one coming out with Chris Rock.
Yeah, which is crazy
Which
to
looks,
me.
yeah, and he wanted to executive produce it.
I know and apparently the whole reason they did it is because he came to them with a bunch of pitch ideas for
Yeah.
it, and they were like, "This is fresh."
But what was I gonna say? What was the
So some
what,
people get tortured. And they're
what was
like,
the plot of Face Off? Do you
I don't think
remember?
I've ever seen it, to be honest with you.
I feel like I watched it as a kid, which is
That's
crazy.
what I'm saying. Like I may have seen it because like my mom was always playing crazy movies.
Yeah,
on
my parents were
VHS
very
when-
much like watch
remember-
it until you can't anymore.
Yeah.
Like until there's a scene
Yeah,
where they're like,
yeah.
you shouldn't watch this. And it's
Yeah,
like,
we-
I've watched an hour of it.
we
There's
did
only
that with-
20 minutes.
We did that with Terminator,
Oh,
2,
yeah.
Animal House. I remember that.
Yeah.
Going to the theater and seeing Matrix Reloaded and trying to peek through my mom's fingers during the
Yeah.
booby scenes.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to see boobies.
But yeah, Face Off is one of those mini movies I have in my head just for the reference of that one thing from it.
I mean, do
like
we get
Weekend at Bernie's.
Do we got to look up a?
I guess we could pop a quick Face Off. I'm not above it. We got the monitor. You know what it is.
You know what it is. We love monitor on here. All right, what have you been searching for this week?
I deleted all of it.
No, you didn't delete one, and I got more questions than anything
Well,
about
that's
it.
to bring up on the show.
Interesting.
Face Off. Let's see. 1997. Travolta plays an FBI agent and Cage plays a terrorist. Okay.
Sworn enemies who assume each other's physical appearance.
Let's get down to the plot here because I don't know if we've... God, this is a long
Give
plot.
me a
Fuck,
condensed
synopsis.
version.
Maybe we go to IMDb because it'll be quick.
Give me a oh my god. Click on that.
I can.
Best action.
I know.
Did you see that
People- yeah.
review?
The reviews that are on Google are
I do think
outrageous.
Nicolas Cage would be a great Joker.
In order to foil a terrorist plot, an FBI agent undergoes facial transplant surgery and assumes the identity of a criminal mastermind who murdered his only son. The plan turns sour when the criminal wakes up prematurely and seeks revenge. I've way more questions than I thought I would have. So,
John Travolta takes Nick Cage's face,
to become the terrorist.
but
so he can
then they
foil
had
the
to
plan.
give him John Travolta's face in the meantime.
Yeah, you can't just be faceless.
I mean, and so the The plan turns sour when so he wakes up before he's supposed to wake up.
I'm sure you would wake up in the middle of a face transplant.
Like, I killed your son, and now I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, the murdered his only son comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, but
I'm sure in the movie it does too.
But it's John Travolta, so he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna cut your fucking face off."
That's your John Travolta.
You got a better one?
No, I don't. I don't sit around practicing John Travolta, despite what many people
Hey,
say.
it's a dynamizine.
This has 7.3 out of 10 stars.
It's supposed
which
to be
is
a great movie.
Huge.
Falls under sci-fi, action, crime, and sci-fi.
It's 2 hours and 18 minutes. I'll never watch.
I will never watch this.
No matter
movie.
what happens.
I don't care if it's only $3 to rent from Amazon Prime.
All right, we don't need to get caught up in the rest of this.
Oh man, remember The Rock? Did you ever see that movie?
The Rock, or a movie with
No,
The Rock?
The
Walking
Rock.
Tall, the remake with The Rock, is a very good movie.
Is
Were you
it?
in a hotel room with me watching it?
No.
Damn, who was I with?
Who were you with? It
An
wasn't
escort. I pay escorts to watch Walking Tall remake with me.
That's
they're always
actually
like
not
the
a bad
original
way.
because they're old, and I'm like, no, honey.
Somebody,
the Rock remake.
somebody emails the show
2008.
pictures of you walking into a hotel room,
Yeah,
like
with
looking real
sunglasses on and-
sunglasses and like a hat and everything with an escort.
very newspaper over my face, but just like
mask
wearing
underneath, not just a mask, an anonymous V mask underneath,
Yeah.
which you lift up and you have Joker face
Which
paint
is-
on, and
oh
everyone
my
just
God.
fucking hates you.
That's how you know I'm really doing some shit I don't want to do.
If
I'm
I
willing to
ever
do
catch
either of
you,
those things.
if I ever catch you with an anonymous mask on, which I lift up to reveal Joaquin Phoenix Joker face paint, I'm just gonna execute you on the spot.
As you should, as we all
I'm gonna
should.
take you to the vet and get you put down. My poor boy, he's such an old head.
What was my initial point? Anyway, the asshole's on the beach because
Okay.
bring it back around.
Oh, look at this. Somehow we're getting out of
He's
our
on the
ADD.
plane having a couple loose drinks and he's hitting it off with the stewardess. She doesn't have to get right back on the
At first,
plane.
there's got to be a little tension because she's got to
Yeah,
be.
he's a
yeah.
fucking asshole. And that is
Sir,
definitely...
is there anything else I can get you? Yeah, you can help me join the Mile High Club, bitch. And then he lights a
Okay, I think
cigarette on
that's
the
too
plane.
much for
Too
her to
much
come
of an
around.
asshole?
She's not going to come around to that.
No, what if she does though? Because she's like into that kind of thing.
No, it can't be
He
that
meets his
blatant.
soulmate
He also
on
shouldn't
the
sound
plane.
like that, but I know that he will.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
Because he's going to be voiced by Danny
Oh, hey,
DeVito.
pardon me. Can I
Oh,
just a big,
so what you want?
gross,
It's-
hairy asshole that's like...
645 AR doing the voice.
But yeah, he's not as much of an asshole. But we definitely do lean into the puns. Like,
Oh.
you know, you're a real asshole because he's smoking a lot too.
No,
Cigarette out of the
okay. Hear me out.
actual
First
asshole.
movie, that he has to be called so many things for his asshole-like behavior, except for asshole until the
I
very
love
end
it.
of the movie.
Yes.
God, you're such a dick. Like,
Yeah.
God, you're such a fucking jerk. Like everybody just saying, and you're like, no, just say he's an asshole
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
It's an hour and it's 3 hours and 16 minutes into this movie,
you know how we
and
hate-
no one's called him an asshole yet.
We talk about how we hate how movies are too long now. They
But,
should be
like,
longer.
Yeah,
right?
even longer.
I wanna waste a whole
The
Sunday.
Irishman set up a good
Yeah.
like.
I want to have
requisite
to
for this.
watch it in chunks and forget what happened.
I want to have someone break it down like a mini series for me,
Yeah.
so I know when to pause it and watch it, so I can get through this gigantic fucking movie about nothing
But
an asshole.
The asshole's on the plane. This is the first movie. Asshole's on the plane. He's going on vacation. I think he's a retired detective because it just feels right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but like old school detective, like noir detective.
And something happened that we don't find out. You know what I mean? Something disgraced him from the force.
Yeah,
he
like
was asked to leave.
He was asked to leave, but there's something shady
He was
about it.
he
Like,
was
it-
going to be given a desk job, but he left to save some of his pride. But
Yeah.
it wasn't his fault in the end. This is
Right.
like 25 different movies flashing through my head right now.
and I love it
But
because this is why it has to be a 3.5 hour
And they're
long
like,
movie. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
come on, what's his name? Like Jeff? What's the asshole's name? Tom.
Don. Bill. Oh.
All right,
At.
we'll come back to this. But they're like, yeah, his boss is like, you got to get out of here. You got to just take it off. And
Ron.
he's like, Ron. Yeah, Ron the asshole. Perfect. Yeah, his boss is like, well, give you a desk job. Also smoking. Everybody's smoking. I can see this
I was gonna say,
vividly.
but everyone else is a human. Like there's no other. He's the
There's
only
not
asshole.
even
But and no
anything
one is like
close.
weird about it. Like everybody's just like,
No.
this is normal that there's a giant asshole
Right.
sitting across from
Yeah,
my desk
it's
right
just
now.
like another person. And yeah, the boss is
well,
like,
you'll be on desk work for the rest of your life, but it's
like,
better
fuck
than
desk work. I don't need this shit. I gave this force 25 good years. One thing, and the chief starts telling me, he's like, don't even talk about it. We don't address it anymore. Fuck this place. And he's like,
you don't even know what you're talking about.
and then he's like, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. I got cancer. I'm gonna die in 3 days.
And the chief's like, you know what you need? A vacation. Take a vacation and get back to me. And the asshole goes, fuck you. And he walks out and he gets a coffee and he's like, maybe
Throws a bunch of shit off the desk and throws.
He shits on his face and we never acknowledge
And
it.
the boss is just like,
Next scene.
lights his giant cigar that got put out by getting shit on again. Oh,
Next scene, the next scene, the asshole is in a Starbucks and he's like, what happened to coffee? You used to be able to get coffee for a quarter at the car store, and that he mumbles a lot because he doesn't have whips.
Yeah, so it's like he's very hard to understand, and he's so tense too because like all this situation that happened at work has got him all puckered up and tight. And
the Starbucks, he says his name and then something is close to like a ass joke. You know how they get the names wrong? They shout something. I don't have it yet, but you know what I mean? He's like, God, they always get it wrong. And then he goes on the vacation. He's on the plane.
His name's Ron, but they're just like, ass face?
Yeah.
I got a coffee for an ass face?
I have a coffee for
fucking time.
I have a coffee for a human-sized anus.
I have a coffee for a anthropomorphic human-sized anus wearing Mickey Mouse gloves who needs a vacation.
God, could it be any more clear? There's a
Gotta
lot of
do this every time I come, and he just throws the whole cup of coffee into his asshole and walks away.
I know it's hard to emphasize.
I know, like it's really
the
hard.
actual part of his asshole.
So like
cigarette dangling.
So like does he? Because what I'm picturing is like the way he's moving is kind of like a Veggie Tale where he's just kind of like bouncing
it's very
around.
religious.
Like it's it's the most
a lot of
religious.
Yeah, Jesus references.
There's some silly songs with Larry peppered throughout, but like secretly, like he's on the plane and he takes his headphones off and you like hear it really tiny through the speakers. Everybody's got a water buffalo. Yours is fast, but mine is slow.
Very subtle Veggie Tales references.
Like
throughout the
like
whole
every time there's a TV on in this 3 hour and 17 minute long masterpiece, 3 hours and 59 minutes for the director's cut. There's Veggie Tales on the screen somewhere, and the director's cut is just episodes of Veggie Tales cut in, and they're just like. But it's chopped in like an old VHS tape where someone's recorded over it.
Yeah.
So, but they've only recorded in the middle, so you get like 45 minutes of an episode of ER, and then your sister's dance recital, and then the beginning of Conan O'Brien's monologue on a VHS tape, and you're like, why did we keep this around that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of degradation with the Veggie Tales. It's like somebody just took a really shitty rip of a like DVD from like a flea market. You know, the ones where the guy has them on the table and he's printed off a black and white picture of
and
the
it's
movie
all
cover.
Off-centered.
Oh yeah, and it's on burned DVDs.
Yeah,
but it looks like someone
DVD-R.
ripped. Yeah,
DVD-RW.
and it looks like somebody. Jesus
like how we were
Christ!
Like,
RW. Yeah, rewritable. They're so cool.
It definitely will always work.
They'll definitely always be able to rewrite the media I've put on here. My mom bought them because she said I was going through too many blank CDs because I was going on LimeWire and downloading one new song and then making a whole new playlist on Windows Media Player that was the exact same as before, but with the one new song. And then you burn the CD, and then it's just like, why do I have all these shitty CDs that you've taken a Sharpie and given weird names to the mixes, like Halloween Night Mix, Murder with a Knife Mix, like just weird shit where you're just like.
Mine was always like Shower Mix 8/12/03. Like it was only gonna be good for that one shower.
Right. Yeah.
I found one.
And then you had to throw it out the window like a frisbee.
Yep. I had a window by my shower. Could have done it if I wanted to. Because I, of course, traditionally had the boombox in the shower with me.
Yeah.
To hear it loud enough.
Yeah, just so you could have it turned up all the way, plugged in.
Knock, knock. Are you showering with the boombox again? Shut up, Mom. I'm also jerking off.
I'm also jerking off. Vincent Price was Dracula.
This song speaks to me. He was, right? I don't know.
I don't fucking
Is
know.
he alive?
Boris Karloff wrapped up as the mummy. Cut my dick with razor blades.
We should just make this band.
Yeah, we do.
What I don't know what the opposite of a misfit is. Popular kid.
Poindexter.
I think Poindexters could be misfits. Where's this Venn diagram at? Poindexter, misfits. Well, misfits in the middle. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I thought I had it. I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, I'd say you should. Is Venn diagrams a form of math that we haven't discovered yet?
Oh,
Oh, wow,
Did you hear
that was a weird.
That's what it sounds like when I come.
I fucking knew it the second you did it. I was like, is he coming in his pants
A
right now?
startling realization about another thing I can't achieve in life, and coming, I make the same
Being
noise.
better than
That's another
VeggieTales?
Venn diagram. Noises I make. Coming, and I'm so confused about what we're saying right now. That's the Venn diagram.
Oh.
It's like a muffled Hank Hill, like you're kidnapping Hank Hill. He's in the back of the van.
If you don't tell me right now, I'm gonna kick your ass.
But so he's on the asshole. But is a Venn diagram math? Get at us. 427 Dapper. Tell us
if it is.
because I love Venn diagrams.
Who doesn't?
But the asshole's on the plane,
Asshole on a plane.
and he is not at first hitting off with the stewardess, but it grows. And then he's like, "Why don't you take a little time off? Come onto the island with me." I don't know if he's not on an island for sure.
Like at first, he's like not even looking at her. He's got like his sunglasses on while he's watching VeggieTales on the plane.
The ones you get at arcades.
Like the joke ones.
And even the arms of the sunglasses are like.
yeah, they're like.
Does he have ears?
No.
I didn't think
He's
so.
just an asshole with Mickey Mouse hands. Like, you know how Cotton Hill walks and like it looks really weird?
Right.
That's what I'm picturing with the hands, is that it looks really like little and like awkward. Like he's picking up his little like Seagram 70,
but the
page
asshole
21.
flexes inward, right? So that's how he picks things up.
I was thinking
mean?
more just Mickey Mouse gloves.
But I like the idea of him, because then we can't give him, how's he get his coffee? Or is that 15 minutes of the movie is him trying to get coffee?
Why do you think this movie's so fucking long?
Okay, so there's just a lot of hand work.
A lot of single frame shots of the asshole trying to pick things
one
up.
running shot. And then he knocks the coffee over, and they're like, "You want another one?" He's like, "No."
People compare.
Don't help me. I'm like a blind person, but with my hands.
You're not God. You're not my father, and you're not my boss.
R.I.P. That little man had to die so we could.
I was gonna say, did he die? And I didn't hear about
Probably.
it.
You didn't. It doesn't matter.
I saw
After
that
like a week,
video
it
of him
doesn't
with
matter.
like clown makeup on, where he was just screaming stuff.
Yeah, that's.
What do you think that guy's life is like now in March of 2020?
He
has to voice the asshole in the movie.
No, we cannot support Chris.
Whatever the Chris Little Man,
Chris
Bagelman,
Little Man, piece of shit. Bagelman. But then so the asshole's like, "Get on an island with me. You deserve some time off."
He has to because at first he's like not even acknowledging her. He's got like the big sunglasses on, and she like puts his.
He lights a
drink down
cigarette, and she goes, "You can't smoke on the plane." 15-minute monologue about how he constantly is referencing the old days.
Yeah.
You know? Like, back in my day, you used to be able to smoke.
Because whenever you hear
smoke when you were pregnant. And you know what? I know a lot of people who are baby smokers. And
they used to give you a pack of cigarettes.
My dad told me.
When the baby was born.
When I was 6, my dad told me, go down to the corner store and get me and you a pack of cigarettes. By the time you get here, I want both of those cigarette packs to be gone. Then I need you to go back to the store and get me 2 packs of cigarettes because I smoke 4 packs of cigarettes a day. So you know what's coming later? Venn diagram of how many cigarettes I smoke a day. I didn't know shit.
And the asshole's like, that's all I ever saw was Venn diagrams growing up. I'm just
Venn
an
diagrams
asshole
and
without
cigarettes.
an ass.
My dad made sure I smoked as many cigarettes as him, and he had a problem.
He had a Venn diagram. He would smoke cigarettes, but his parents are human. Like, once again, like they're not assholes. Yeah, but his dad is the only one who would ever point it out to him, though. And so there's a Venn diagram that says butt cheek, where you should be.
A Venn diagram is kind of like an ass with an asshole.
Butt cheek you don't have, butt cheek you don't have, you without butt cheeks in the middle.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it like really affected him and hurt him.
Oh, definitely.
Because his dad would smoke 4 cartons of cigarettes a day and scream about the old days.
Because then when they're on the beach...
Yeah, because every time there has to be a flashback of his dad, he somehow has to be more cigarettes.
And
like
a bigger ashtray.
Piles of
bigger
ashtrays.
ashtrays.
Huge ashtrays.
Yeah, ashtray like a
55-gallon drum of ashes.
An ashtray like a children's kiddie pool.
Oh, one of those turtle sandboxes.
That's where a lot of our budget for the movie goes, bigger and bigger ashtrays with ash.
Because we had to buy so many cigarettes that we authentically smoked because
everyone,
we're not puss. Everyone on set's got to smoke them.
I'm talking production assistants.
I'm talking boom mics, stick some cigarettes.
If you're near this,
put cigarettes in the little catered sandwich tower.
Yeah.
Each sandwich has
cigarettes because we want an authentic
Is there unlit
movie.
cigarettes in the sandwich? Eat them.
Yeah, eat them and then light the last little bit and then put it out in the kiddie pool. We got to fill this thing with 4,000 cigarette butts.
And there's a lot of ashes in here. They all blow away. I'm like, everyone, you need to start eating more unlit cigarettes and puking into the ashes. It stinks on set so bad.
Like it
one of
wouldn't
those
with that
legendary
big
Hollywood
giant
movies where they're that's the odor control.
And we never talk about that.
He has to like be in a tent constantly when they're not filming him.
We never
smells like just hot onions cooked in a farm fart shit house.
In the movie, no one ever addresses his stench, but every time he appears to a
evident.
new person, they go and make like a little face with like a
Yeah.
stinky nose and then never talk about it. So they're always aware of his existence.
In the
But
shower
then on the beach,
Can there be a shower scene where he has a shower cap on? I really like the idea of trying to see
I
his
love
shower
it.
cap stretched out over his
listen, hear me out. This
Okay.
might be the best scene.
Him putting on a condom
No.
and fucking the stewardess on the beach in a 21
Yeah, we're
minute
clearly getting to that.
Yeah,
I don't know why
yeah.
the beach has been like our. That's like the scene we're waiting
because
for.
it has to. This has to be like an artistic French film where it keeps coming back around. I feel like it has to.
I don't.
Be coming
I think
back
it's got to
around
be
them
real
at the
80s
beach.
action,
Ooh,
last hero type of shit.
Like the-
but
ooh.
he's in the shower cap, loofah, of course, tiny hand scrubbing his asshole, and then he gets
shower brush.
and then he gets out, and he wraps a towel around his waist, and then he turns around to the bathtub. And he squirts water out of his asshole because water got in while he was showering. It's just one of those little. It's just for
minor
us. We'll say
detail,
it's for
yeah.
us because people will be like, so every time he goes in the water, and then later as the movie ends, the beach. There's something here. I want to get through the beach real quick because we're getting sidetracked with a lot of great ideas that I'm proud of.
Yeah.
But he gets the stewardess to the beach, like we said, the scene, and that's how the movie opens, is he's on the beach with the hat down, and someone comes up like, you need another one, big boy? And he looks up and he's like, yeah, why don't you give me another one? And then the movie starts. You know what I mean? Foreshadowing, but for
what I was
absolutely nothing, because you're like, what the fuck was that? And then at the end
Is
of
that
the
a
movie,
monster under that hat?
at the end of the movie, you go back to that scene. She gives him another drink. They kiss. It's interesting.
I don't. It squirts water out of his asshole.
No, then he goes in. They go into the ocean and they're like playing. And then we get to the ocean, he has to squirt water out again. So we go back and people are like, so yeah, every time he's in water. And then at the very end, a very action-packed sequence has to happen to warrant a sequel.
Okay.
I'm not sure what it is.
But it's got to
Does
be a
he-
cliffhanger.
Yes, of course. And it has to be big, something that will get him back into the detective mindset. And then does he
The
live?
stewardess has to get kidnapped by his boss.
Oh my God! Why don't we make movies?
Because no
we
one
say
listens
it so
to us.
often, but you cannot tell me people would not absolutely love this
people
film.
they would see the trailer for this and they would be like, "What the fuck
yeah, you
is
would be
this?
like, oh my God!
Is that a giant asshole?"
I mean, yeah, that alone. Like, you
Who's
think
a
you have it
detective?
rough. We have a real, it's a very gritty 80s action movie.
But a real goofy
But-
80s trailer for it.
Yeah, it's like, you ever have one of these days?
You ever have
and
one
it's
of
him
these
spilling the
days?
coffee and then him shooting water
It's
out.
the
and like 4
15-minute
things.
sequence of him with the coffee, and then, but like it's got to be like
It's
at some, at some-
every
but
scene
like
with the cigarettes.
going back to the 15-minute scene, I'm just picturing like no music, no overdub, just him just like, ugh, just really struggling to.
Oh,
pick
yeah,
it,
there's
and people
definitely-
just awkwardly like
the
watching
tension,
it.
the most tension you've ever felt in a movie will be
Right,
that
like even
15-minute
worse than that scene in
sequence.
Hereditary where she's screaming at
Right.
everybody at the dinner table.
It's like every Nathan For You episode where you're just like, oh my God, this is incredible, but this is hard to watch.
Yeah, we didn't want to put the name of your business at the end of the video because we felt like it would cheapen it.
There's so many. That show, again, it's one of the best shows I've ever watched. Nathan For You, listeners, watch it. Because I'll rewatch it, and much like Atlanta and other quality shows,
See,
and you're like,
all of Atlanta's on Hulu now.
yeah, I've been watching random episodes. Or even Workaholics. These shows that I think are like the best, you rewatch and you're like, I completely missed that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's this one of the Nathans For You I was watching. I think it was like the pizza one, and he like the overdub goes more than, or what is it, no less than 30% of their pizzas get delivered after 10 minutes, and then it shines a sign on their business and it's no less than 80% of our pizzas. It's like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
And like me telling it is not making it good,
But
but
when
it's
you
like one
see
of
it
those
in the
very
thing.
subtle smart jokes where you're like, Jesus Christ, I never even noticed that.
What do you mean he didn't take the pizza?
Yeah.
Give me your outfit.
I so badly want Nathan Fielder to play a serial killer in a movie.
He would do
Like, it
I
would
feel like he
be-
would do it really
Especially because it would be like the opposite. The fact that
well.
like
Shudder exclusive, produced by the Dapper Dads.
I read that he's working on something with the brothers that made Uncut Gems
I
or
heard
whatever,
this,
and it's
yeah.
supposed to be weird. And I saw someone tweet like that has to be the most uncomfortable movie because there's so many scenes in Uncut Gems too where you're just like, bah.
Holy shit! I'm about to come.
Yeah.
Hearing Adam Sandler say that was fucked.
Yeah. Apparently he was approached about making that movie 10 years ago and he was
Really?
like, no. And then he finally did. And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. But I think old Adam Sandler works better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to see more like I think when people
Piece of shit, gritty Adam Sandler.
that too, but like when like people like Adam Sandler that you traditionally only see in like funny movies, except Punch Drunk Love, and that one where
Yeah.
his wife and kid was in 9/11. No one ever talks about that one. That
What
one's
is
fucking
that?
crazy. I don't know. I'm very certain we've had this exact conversation on here with me saying that and you going, "What is that?" But it's there's another guy is like his friend. I can't remember who it is, but yeah, he just is like weird now because his wife and kid were like in 9/11. They drove the planes into the building.
His wife and kid
Yeah,
did?
it's a fucking
Can we
crazy
say
movie.
that?
I mean, not in real life, but in the movie.
Yeah. We've already said some things on this episode.
Yeah.
You specifically.
I mean,
You specifically.
thank you. I would like to be located elsewhere. But yeah, more like funny people like Rob Schneider in just a fucked up movie.
Just playing
you know
like
what
a
I mean?
weird, fucked up, like
like Maniac. Maniac
with Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
There was a movie I saw recently where it was like, it's like I saw a clip of it on Netflix when I was like going through, and it shows you like a clip from the movie.
I hate that.
I know.
because then I can never just read a synopsis or like just set it on something without a
Right.
fucking trailer playing. Why can't I just turn that off?
Or if you just
Get
set
the
it on
fuck
something,
out
the
here.
movie starts playing.
Yeah, and then you're
it's
like making
no.
dinner, and you're like, "What is this?
But
What
it was,
is this?"
It was like some movie where it's like an Airbnb that people go to, but some pervert has put cameras in like every room, but they made him look like he's got like
It's a documentary or a movie?
It's a movie, and he's got like balding hair, and it's like he's in a room somewhere with like security camera monitors.
Is
and,
it
like,
an Airbnb or? Oh wait, I think I know what.
and
you're
like
talking
you
about.
see him from behind, and he's just like.
Because there's that
And
movie.
he's got the big glasses and like greasy strands of hair.
I think I've
and
seen.
he's
I've
bald and
also
stuff.
watched this trailer, but
Yeah.
not the movie. Yeah, because there's that real life event I've talked about on here where that guy made the motel just to look at people,
Yeah.
and there's a movie adaptation of it and a documentary, and both are phenomenal.
Well, yeah.
And the documentary's crazy, and then he starts getting harassed and death threats, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
You watched people have sex and
Yeah.
stuff. You also said
Against their knowledge.
someone was murdered in one, and you watched it happen, or he saw that they were dealing drugs, and then he went down there and flushed the drugs, and it was like a lady and a guy, and then the lady came back and the guy came back, and he thought that she stole the drugs, so he killed her. And it's like, so, but then like all the research, like the whatever newspaper it was that like broke the story,
Yeah.
did, and they were like, there's no evidence of like a missing person or anything, so we don't know if it happened.
So
but
it's
it's
like
like, if
something
it
he
did, you
made up.
killed someone. You are
Right.
directly
Like, you're
responsible
the
for
reason
someone's
someone
death.
died.
You would go to prison for that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fucking crazy. Just watching people fuck too. Because
That's weird.
I don't know if we've talked about it before when I definitely mentioned this before, but I don't think I want to see your average couple have sex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, it's like because
Not my cup of tea.
here's the thing, because as much as I hate to think about it, there's somebody out there for everybody. You
Right.
know, and it's
As
like
much as I hate to think of
well, no,
everyone
'cause
being happy in the end.
I just hate people, and so
Oh,
like
I'm
I
with
see
you.
people, and I'm like, you shouldn't be fucking. You know?
Oh, I know.
I'm like,
I thought of 5 off the top of my head right now.
I know, like I just see people when I'm
4
out in
of them
public,
right
and I'm
now.
like, I see couples, and I'm like, wow, you guys just fuck each. Like, do you guys
Yeah.
fuck each other? You know?
And you
like,
know that they enjoy it more than sex you'll ever have.
And
you know
yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
what
Where you're
drives me
like,
nuts. Is like
when
he's
do you get off having
like
better sex than me
they're
looking
probably
like
doing
this?
all the, and they're probably doing all the crazy shit that like I want to
it's
be
somehow
doing, but
more
I'm not
loving,
doing. Yeah,
you know?
like they're really.
But I think it's because they fully accept the other person.
Exactly, like they're doing all
Yeah.
the crazy shit that like you're afraid to bring up because you're
Yeah.
like, oh, they're gonna think I'm weird. They're gonna say no.
They're fucking with all the lights on. You're like,
They're doing like
"Must be
everything.
nice."
Yeah, and they're
I
just
need it to be very
everything's
dark.
all wet and squishy and like perfect and just warm.
No.
But then they're laying there afterwards and they're just like cuddling, saying like
Yeah.
the sweetest shit to each other,
Yeah,
probably with their bad breath and their ugly faces and their dumpy, doughy looking bodies that look like a pile of fat that got sucked out of somebody's ass. And
Yeah.
they just love each other.
And it's not okay.
Why can't I feel or accept love?
It's not okay. Shouldn't have to
It's
deal
not
with
okay. Ugly people don't deserve love, but God loves ugly, apparently.
it. I don't think so.
No, not from what I hear.
But yeah, that's what I mean. So imagine 10, you have to watch 10 random couples have sex. How many of those do you think are going to be something that you would actually
What?
find
Okay.
arousing and enjoy?
And that, zero, because then even think about like the average couple, and then think about like if you're fucking and because like if you're fucking and you know you're on camera, you're like trying to do extra shit and angles
Right.
and everything like that. If you're not fucking on, like it just kind of it's just like like
That's
if
a
they're just
valid
doing
point.
regular missionary, it just looks like two people on top of each other. You
That's
know,
a valid point.
and so it's like I mean, even if easy with these are new. Patreon paid for these, baby.
So worked up. Yeah, www.patreon.com/dapperdads. Help us buy things.
But no, like I
feel like there's gonna be 1 out of 10 couple.
I feel there's gonna be one where I'm like, that's all right.
All right, if
like,
we're thinking like motel sex, let's say hotel because you got to click motel. You know what I mean?
Listen,
Already.
I'm just thinking about the sex I've had in motels, and I wouldn't want to watch it. That's all I'm saying.
See, I feel like I've had some fun sex in hotel. Like, yeah, I think I get
had a
like
great blowjob in a motel one time.
Oh, I've had the best blowjob in my life in a very gold hotel
Yes.
on a very tall floor that gave me anxiety to be in.
Best blowjob.
Hotel waved a little bit while I got hotel was like,
The hotel was Millie Rock, and everyone collapsed.
We don't
and everyone
Millie Rock
died.
anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You
I heard.
hate to hear it.
You hate to hear we don't Millie Rock with the boys.
Yeah. Sorry, folks.
And you know he's like cutting everybody off apparently. Like everybody's like, what about Cardi? Like, cause somebody asked Maxo on Twitter, they were like, "What's up with Cardi?" He's like, "He's moving different."
I mean,
and so it's like he has like nope. Like, is there gonna be any features on Whole Lotta Red?
Is it ever gonna happen?
I don't think.
I think this year we're gonna get everything. Getting an internal take
because people wanted to wait for 2020. They wanted to have that 2020.
Even that, it just seems like everyone's
2020.
Yeah, I think Frank
Kanye denies Christ in 2020 and makes a banging album.
Best album of
his whole career.
Isaiah turned in his music apparently. And
yeah,
tweeted
because I heard
he's
like it's not more done than it's ever gonna be.
Yeah, and just you can tell when they start tweeting more and stuff. So I think we'll get Cardi, Frank, Isaiah,
a satanic Kanye, black metal Kanye,
turn the crosses upside down and pray.
Can you imagine like him just coming out like in all black with like upside
I can
down
imagine
crosses and shit?
Black metal Kanye so much so like that's what's like it. I don't think it's far fetched at all. You know what I mean? Yeezus just a like darker and like less. I don't even know.
Give it
you
to
know
me.
What I mean? Yeah, it's like right
a
there.
A darker Yeezus. I just get so fucking hard.
A lot of Yeezus imagery was like satanic or whatever you want to. It's not, but what people would claim as satanic.
That original Bound cover that looked like an 80s hair metal cover.
Right. That St. Pablo thing that he's going to get tattooed on his throat, which was just like a very generic thing, but it's all right there. Anyway, so in a hotel, 10 sets of people.
I'm going to say maybe.
I've had some fun.
I'm going to say maybe on like a super horny day, maybe like 2, but like the average couple, not really.
I feel like every time I'm in a hotel, I'm showing out. To be honest, now that I'm thinking back about it, yeah, I'm having some because nothing matters. You know what I mean? Jizzing all over the walls and the sink faucet and whatever I want to do.
I remember, you got me thinking now.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
you
man.
think like hotel
woke
sex,
up,
but then
woke
you're
up
like,
with one of those just rock hard motherfuckers and just
okay, don't use 2 hands. We know what the deal is.
We woke up with a rock hard half inch.
You could use the fingers on both hands, but not both hands together. I can't see what you're doing, so it's fine.
A lot of diddling.
Mm-hmm.
No, just
diddling's bad.
Yeah,
right? Diddling has a negative connotation.
It does, yeah.
The fucking kids, if we can be honest.
Yeah, that's what it usually
You never say,
means, yeah.
Oh, I was diddling this bitch the other night.
Can you imagine?
You shouldn't.
I was diddling this bitch the other night. Do I need to call the fucking police?
She, old enough to vote? She's like my dick if she old enough to vote, or whatever the line is.
Jane Jacket with the sleeves ripped off?
I fuck a bitch so long I'll do it in a Honda Accord. I enjoyed Eternal Take a lot.
I can tell,
I can't quit listening to it. Anyway, super horny in the hotel. You woke up with a stiff dick.
Super stiff dick.
Most days.
As opposed to most days where it is inside me. Let me hear it, boys. And,
let your
Tiny Dick Gang, where y'all at? Where my boys at? Butt cheek, where you should be.
Can't wait to get that Venn diagram tattooed on my forearm.
Can't wait to get it tattooed on my forehead.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Circle, dot. Now I have my asshole shot.
milk, lemonade. Around the corner, fudge is made.
Fuck, we're children. We're fucking
we
children.
said it at the beginning.
I know, but it's come full circle. We're goddamn
up.
Children.
15-year-olds would be like pumped right
15-year-olds.
now. Like they did like 25 minutes on a hypothetical movie where the star is an literal asshole.
Guys, just
they understand.
Just a stinky fucking 15-year-old who hasn't figured out how to use deodorant yet. And he's like, guys, come over. My mom's gonna make pizza bagels. And we can listen to the Dapper Dads.
Oh my God, I'll be there right now.
We just show up. We're in the pizza bagels commercial.
We do
pizza.
45 minutes.
Pizza in the evening.
Pizza at supper time. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. We do a meet and greet at a fucking Zoomies.
Oh my God. Hot Topic back when the logo was a neon red sign.
I don't think kids are going to Hot Topic anymore.
Are kids going to Zoomies anymore? They're going to
Probably.
Spencer's and they're looking at the sex toys in the back.
Yeah, that's where our meet and greet is. The back of Spencer's Gifts. By the
Back of Spencer's Gifts after
the penis.
After they had to put all the tags on the T-shirt because me and my friend went in there and stole too many T-shirts.
Yep. Welcome back, baby. We're still stealing T-shirts.
We're still stealing T-shirts at almost your unspeakable age.
Yeah, far too old to be stealing
Far
T-shirts
too old
from
to be
Spencer's
stealing T-shirts
Gifts.
and far too young to be stealing T-shirts
Yeah,
from
believe it or
Spencer's
not.
Gifts. Yeah.
We're stealing the Johnny Cash shirt.
We're just giving the finger
Yeah.
and shirts that
What
say
are you
like
doing?
cool
Fuck.
story weed, sandwich me a bitch, bro, or whatever.
I love that shirt. I've got 3 of
You
them.
can wear it with your my other hat smells like pussy hat.
You can wear it with that shirt from Patreon that I don't remember. I'll look at your boobs, but I'd rather be smoking weed.
Oh yeah, I think that it
It's a
was
secret.
it was
Patreon.com/Dapper. We did it. I wish we could end it right now. Just because we want to end it on that. We'll never know whatever we were talking about, but we'll always have cool stories.
weed make
We also love garments with funny, stupid, nonsensical sayings on them. That's one of add it to the fucking wiki. The wiki of the Dapper Dads. Not the Wikipedia page, but those other ones that are like, this is what
Wiki.
happens in the universe of the Dapper Dads.
Yeah, the Venn diagram of the Dapper Dad's universe. Stupid fucking T-shirts, dick jokes, natter days.
I don't know if we know how Venn diagrams work,
It works.
but we shouldn't. It might be math.
Is it math? It might not work.
But you were horny in a hotel.
Yeah, my dick was so fucking hard, and I like one of those things. Like when you just wake up super horny and you're like still half asleep and you're just like going for it. You're being a fucking animal about it.
But even like while you're being an animal about it, you're like, I could just give up on this.
Yeah, you're like,
You know
I
what
could
mean?
just come right now.
I'm only not even that. I'm just like, I'll just go back to bed.
Right.
And figure it out when I
That's
wake
the
up.
best is when you just fucking blow in her and then go back to bed.
I'm talking about when you're trying to get things going.
Oh,
and
I
you're
don't
like,
know what you're
if
talking
this
about.
doesn't work, if I can't convince the other party to engage in this,
Then
I'll
what?
just go back to sleep.
yeah.
And I'll wake up and see how I am then.
Just lay on your hard dick until it goes away.
Yeah, I lay on my side. And
But then you're like rubbing it on the mattress a little bit. And you're like,
Yeah.
this is going to cause some problems later.
yeah, and then she walks into you cutting a hole in the mattress.
Oh, and then you're fucking the mattress and she walks in after you've shoved it full of Vaseline.
Yeah.
Bag
Each-
balm that you got
And I'm
from
like, you
Farm
gotta
and
stop
Fleet.
coming in here. You've seen the trajectory.
You gotta
of
stop
this.
coming into
I
the
was
bedroom.
enjoying the bed. I cut a hole in the
Bitch,
bed.
I told you you need to sleep on the couch. I made a Venn
Sleep in the
diagram
kitchen,
about
am I
this.
right?
Sleep in the kitchen. Your feet shouldn't be moving from in front of the stove anyway. That's why I put the foot warmer in where the pans
That's
heat
why I
up.
took all the food out of the fridge and put it on top of the preheating stove. Why is the milk bad?
Why is the milk bad? Why can't you cook, you stupid bitch? And then you strike her because this is the 40s.
Jesus Christ, you can't take it there. Anyway,
Oh.
you're horny in a hotel
So I'm
room.
horny in a hotel room, and this is when I was like, I don't know, 19 years old maybe, back when I still had a passion for life and could fucking enjoy it,
Yeah, many moons ago.
Many stars.
Many moons over Hammies
Many,
ago.
many. Technically,
Yes.
not wrong.
There are always a
many
couple
moons over
moons
my
over
hammy.
him.
I haven't had a good moons over my hammy in a minute, or a
I don't think I ever had one except the one time a
about
Denny's
a-
employee put their ass on my plate and they were like, "You want your moons over my
Like, this
hammies?"
looks like a Venn diagram.
Yeah.
Seems like a
And then
butt
in that moment I was smoking a cigarette because you could. And that's what's wrong with today is back in the day you could go to Denny's and only order coffee and chain smoke cigarettes and make
sit
that person
there on
hate
your-
their life.
and bring your desktop computer in and plug everything in and set it at a table. And she would just bring me small plates of bacon and black coffee all night, and I loved it.
Yeah, the good old days.
I would download stock trades and internet porn.
Horny in a hotel room.
Horny in a hotel
19.
room.
Moons
19.
over hammy.
Moons over my hammy in my
Stuffed,
belly.
yes,
Stuffed
stuffed.
full of moons over my hammy and
What every
sexual.
woman wants.
I believe he gets his sexual powers from moons over my hammy.
What is moons over my hammy?
It's
I
a
don't even-
sandwich.
Just
It's
a sandwich?
It's like okay,
Okay.
so like it's like
Yeah, walk me through
it's
it.
like a Monte Cristo for
Okay.
breakfast because there's like eggs in it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get a Grand Slamwich, that's made with like maple syrup bread. So it's like
Like a McGriddle.
It's a Grand Slamwich is more like a Denny's McGriddle, but a Moon's Over
I will
My
never
Hammy.
order either of these things because I hate comical names.
But a Moon's Over My Hammy.
I was somewhere recently where they had.
There is a difference. I'm trying to figure out what, because one has like ham and one has like bacon. I swear a Moon's Over My Hammy has ham. Moon's Over My Hammy. Yeah, now that I think about it.
Say,
Holy shit.
I don't know much.
Venn
but I know.
diagram of sandwiches that should have ham in it. Moon's Over My Hammy, barbecue pulled pork, breakfast burger.
I was at a restaurant recently that had a cocktail list, and there was something that sounded so perfect, and it was called Slap Yo Mama Punch. And it's like, so now I'm just not going to get that because we've got to be children about this.
Stupid like this.
Because sometimes we'll be like, can I get the punch? And they're like, what? And it's like, I know what I'll fucking punch you. I'll slap you, you stupid bitch. Go get me a strong drink. And I had to settle for something inferior just because I'm not going to say this shit out loud. Or like I'm trying to get into Starbucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got to, I don't know which size is which size, but then I feel like not saying their sizes feels like I'm going out of my way to not say their size.
Right, like if you're like a medium.
Yeah, and they're like, venti? And I'm like, I have no idea because I meant to order a medium and then I ordered a large because they're just so fucking confusing. Everything.
What is it, grande? Large?
Yeah.
Venti?
No, because I thought grande would be large.
Grande's the small one, though. Because the Venti,
What's the other?
Venti's
What's the third
big.
one?
Venti's big because Venti's 20 ounces, but then there's Trenta, which is 30 ounces.
I'm never going to go there. I've learned to stop drinking so much specialty coffee drinks. Just a lot of regular coffee till I feel like
that shit
fucked
fucked me up for that fucked me up for like 3 days because what did I do? I went to
It's just coffee, man.
No, I was I was driving around doing errands one day.
Doubt it.
And I got like a 24-ouncer, like a big one of those, just black coffee, and drank it really fast. And I'm like sitting there outside the laundromat waiting for my laundry to finish, and my heart's like.
And I'm like, tried to push.
So exhausted.
I tried to push each of the coffee things, and they were all out of order. And then I was like, "What do I do?" And then I realized there's just a pot, which I don't like a rogue pot.
Oh yeah,
I think we've moved past that.
Went to a Kelly's Market.
Mm-hmm.
See, everybody swears
trying different coffees.
Everybody swears by that coffee. You know who I think has the best coffee?
Please tell.
Casey's.
That's what I got last time.
Because I tried this and everybody swears because it's like the Kona coffee or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, everybody swears by it. It tastes burnt to me every time I get it. Every time I go to a Kelly Williamson, the coffee tastes burnt to me.
I don't have that. I just feel like I never have a coffee that I'm like, wow, just coffee. You know what I mean?
Right,
that like changes my life. I'm like, they're pretty much all the
yeah,
same.
black coffee's a black coffee.
I mean, I'm putting shit in it anyway. So.
I mean, I just like mine black usually.
I had a Road Ranger coffee after last weekend when I woke up that morning. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, and I went and got a Road Ranger coffee and put shit in it, and you know what's crazy to me? Sidetrack real quick. $1 something for a coffee.
Right.
Pay with my card because I don't carry cash. Do you want your receipt? Why in the fuck would I want a receipt for one single coffee? Yeah, what am I gonna do with this? Give it to my fucking
balancing
account?
your checkbook at home.
Like, no.
Honey, when did we spend $1.79 at Road Ranger?
And I get it so often where they're like, they've presented it to me out in front of them in my face. And they're like, do you want a receipt? And it's like, why are we already at this point?
They should have asked me already.
You should just say, have a good day. And I'll say, you too.
If only the world worked exactly the way you want it.
I know. What's wrong with everybody else?
I don't know. I think about this
constantly
because I think if life's a simulation, how come it doesn't go the way I want it to?
But I got a coffee, and I don't know what the hell I put in it. They definitely had some French vanilla stuff, and I was like, why not? Mm-hmm. And then it tasted like marshmallows. It was good, and then too much. And I kept forgetting because it was one of those mornings where you're like, what the fuck? I slept for like 3 hours. I was driving. It was real sunny. Trying to drink water.
That is somehow my least favorite time to be alive. Like 3 hours of sleep, very early in the morning, bright and sunny, driving on the road. That combination of bright sunlight and like not sleeping enough, and then like having to drink coffee to like get
I
out
love
of
it. There's something where my brain is like, I think I'm quick with shit, and I think of crazy shit. That time frame, if we could ever do an episode like that, I have like a good couple hours, and then the day depends. I'll either like hit hard, like afternoon,
like you're just gonna keep going.
No, I'll like die.
Hit the wall.
Like, or just I'm fine forever. It really depends.
There's no way to gauge it, and that's why life's a nightmare.
It's like Russian roulette. And because I've also never, and this year I've already done it so many times. You never plan to be up till 5 a.m.
No, you never do.
At my age, I'm like, probably won't do that. I might be like a 2 a.m. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you're going to bed at 6, and you're like,
why? Is that what you did? Is that what you did the last weekend?
It was like 5. I don't know. When did you guys leave?
We left at like 2.
There's no way then.
Yeah, it was like 2, and then because by the time I got home, because I had to be up early the next morning. Yeah, that was another day I got a giant coffee, because that's when I got the Casey's coffee, because I got a giant Casey's coffee. And I was like, wow, this is a superior fucking coffee compared to the burnt shit I had yesterday.
I don't drink black coffee.
See, that's just.
I gotta have at least something. If we're talking, I'll be one of those people. I love coffee, but not black coffee.
See, I don't like cream in my coffee, but if I can find like a nice like hazelnut flavor pump or something like that, I'll do that.
I'm like very particular with my creamer. The International Delight Cold Stone Creamery creamer.
You've been on that, yeah. You've been on that for a minute.
Years.
Like, that is your.
That's all I do. I'll bring
creamer.
it with. I just bought. They make the individual these. Found that they make these now.
Oh,
I just got this in my car.
It's over with.
You know what I mean? Look like I'm fucking insane when I get a coffee from the gas station and sit in my car for 10 minutes
pouring
carefully.
Your own little creams into it.
And I think I see someone pull up right next to me that we have issues with, and I'm like, are you gonna fight me at 8:30
in the morning? And I gotta throw this.
I haven't even had my coffee. I've just had my traditional 3 cups of coffee at my house.
I haven't had my cup of gas station coffee with my own personal International Delight Cold Stone creamers that I brought myself.
If someone has a problem with me and they come up while I'm like halfway through the several creamers that I put
throw the empty creamers in their face, and then immediately like a microsecond after the creamers, you throw the coffee. Yeah,
and then
because
lick
like, what is
their
this
face.
little cream?
Yeah, and then I lick their face.
Yeah, and then
you fucked up my coffee.
You fucked up my coffee time, and then show them the Venn diagram of how they fucked up your coffee time.
I really want.
This is how you turn into the giant asshole.
I don't want to be the giant asshole.
This is
like,
it's a self-fulfilling prophecy though. It's going to happen.
Fair enough.
You're going to be attacking a man at a gas station for interrupting your coffee time, and you're just going to be it's just going to transform like the Fly but really fast.
I hate a rogue coffee pot. It feels gross
because you don't know what's been flying into it.
Yeah, and just like how long has this been sitting here? If it can sit in the container that I push for days, and I'll be like, this is fine. Because it can be in the coffee pot for 15 minutes, and I'm like, what kind of shit is this? That's what I do today. But I do have a fantasy of breaking a coffee pot with hot coffee over someone's head. You know what I mean? Ever since I was a kid.
Oh yeah,
one of my earliest memories is the urge to break a coffee pot full of hot coffee over someone's head.
I feel like the best way to do it would be going like sideways.
Oh, for sure.
Because then you got the trajectory of the glass and the hot liquid. Like,
could you imagine what that would do to someone's face?
Can you imagine what that would feel like?
No. I would want to die. And what I see in my head is like, I think the gas station's getting robbed, and I'm like, I'll be the hero, and then I do it, and then they're like, he was just getting gas, and I'm like,
he's just very, very hard of hearing.
And then I come and pick you up, and you're like, ready to record? I'm like, plans have changed.
Plans have changed.
There's just cops flying behind us, and I'm like, you ready to go to Mexico?
I'm like,
it's only a 35-hour drive.
35-hour drive, I'll take it. We're from the Midwest. That ain't that bad.
Live podcasting on the way there.
Oh my
because
God.
I broke a glass coffee pot full of hot decaf because
over
fuck
an old man's
because
head.
if you get he's so old.
Post it's no the little
threat.
Man.
Then I'll be my own lawyer.
Hallucinating from only getting 3 hours of sleep
and drinking so much coffee.
Because
you're like, if I only drink water and coffee, and I don't want water right now, then I drink coffee. And then
that goes down a dangerous fucking road.
I like coffee.
Coffee.
Because also, if I got hit in the head with a glass pot full of coffee, hot, and it was decaf, then I would be like, what the fuck? Regular coffee. You know what I mean?
Like,
there's
be a man and hit me with
there's
regular
like
coffee.
more disrespect.
I can't tell my friends my face was half burned off by decaf.
Yeah, because I picture decaf doesn't even get hot.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's probably wrong, but I won't know.
Somebody was telling me the other day at work they drink decaf, and I was like, how on earth can you be drinking fucking decaf?
Do you think you'll hit a point in your life where you drink decaf?
I don't know. The guy with the heart condition? Yeah, I think at a certain point I'm going to have to start drinking decaf.
God, you really lean on that heart problem all the time.
Because it does a bunch of bad...
old heart.
Because I try to do things, and then it does bad things.
Can't smoke meth on a roller coaster. The old ticker.
I would like to smoke meth on a roller coaster. That does sound
When
nice.
else are you going to do it?
At the theme park in the bathroom, like a junkie?
Yeah, I mean... That means you have a problem.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Roller coasters like a vacation.
Can you imagine paying so much money to take your kids to Disneyland?
$120 and then you do meth
like
in the
$200 a day, and then you go in and there's someone doing meth in the bathroom.
I could see it, yeah.
And then like smoking resin out of a 2-liter bong that they've made themselves. How did you even get this in the park?
They don't really
snuck it in my ass. You want a boof of meth from my 2-liter? And I'm like,
boof of meth? What? You stuck a 2-liter in your ass?
What? Baby, how big is your asshole? You're like 4'11".
Oh, it's a woman?
Men can't do meth. They die.
I thought you were gonna say
Men do heroin.
Men can't be baby.
Men can't be baby. Only girl can't be baby.
Only girl baby. Men can't be baby.
Men can't be my baby. Only girl can be my baby.
But there's people I see that drink coffee, and I'm like, you should drink decaf. I don't even know like how that works, but you are
you as a
monster.
person need to be drinking decaf.
I'm fine.
You're
you know what I
making
mean?
me want coffee.
I know. It's almost gone. I wish I had more.
I know. Should we
Coffee
just
is great.
take a break, go get more coffee?
Go get scalding hot coffee.
Put eggs in it?
We should, but we never will. We'll just constantly
allude to it.
One day it'll happen, but on accident.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, like we're gonna be somewhere and like
you're getting coffee from the gas station or from the grocery store, which I always want for convenience, but I feel makes you look like a psychopath.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like just getting a cup of Joe from Schnucks, and it's like, what the
what are
fuck
you doing?
have you done? I literally, last time we did this is early in the morning as well. I want everyone to know because this episode is good.
Yeah, this episode is.
And it is 9 in the morning when we started. Now it's 3:30 because time is an illusion in the dungeon. When we leave, we never know what's going to happen.
Nope, it could be the apocalypse. It could be a whole other year outside.
But I went to Schnucks, and then I went to Casey's. I went to Schnucks to get donuts. I went to Casey's to get coffee. I could have done both at one thing, but I think the Schnucks donuts are better than coffee. Fuck it. Schnucks donuts are better than coffee, I guess.
Okay.
I don't eat donuts anymore.
Schnucks donuts are better than Casey's donuts.
Right.
But Casey's coffee is better than Schnucks coffee.
I don't know about Schnucks coffee because it looks crazy. And I feel like buying coffee and donuts is like the most traditional accepted pairing.
Right. Like
but buying coffee from a grocery store is weird. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, like it's just a weird concept.
I forget it happens.
If I went to Walmart, if I wouldn't go, like if I was at Walmart and they're like, "Have you tried our hot coffee bar?" I'd be like, "I will never."
Yeah, I wouldn't even. Yeah, even if you were like, if everyone was like, it's the best coffee.
Yeah, because in a week they run out of the Walmart brand coffee beans, and they got to just go get some more off the shelf, and then they're just making pots of coffee that taste burned and black, and there's bits of fucking coffee.
If Walmart makes coffee, that's when coffee assault starts blossoming.
Going rampant. Yeah.
Because I wonder how often. Like, how many times a month do you think someone's assaulted with coffee? Because it's right there. You know how many people drink coffee?
You know, and how often
I've thrown coffee at cars and stuff and not thought. You know, like when I throw drinks because I'm angry.
Yeah.
And I don't think about the repercussions until immediately after, and then I think so much about the repercussions for the rest of my life.
You get so anxious and sweaty about it.
And you're like, I'm gonna go to jail because I threw a coffee. I'm gonna go to jail because I threw a Happy Walk container of fried rice at a car that hit me when I was skateboarding.
What are you gonna do?
I was a kid.
It's
and
good
you hit
revenge.
me with a car.
Yeah, I feel like that's
a light hit outside of CJ's.
Still, I feel like a container of fried rice is like the least of your concern if you.
But you know what sucks? Getting hit gently by a car. You know what makes that worse? Not having Happy Walk.
Yeah.
I skated to get Happy Walk, and then I threw it in a rage.
Hit. Yeah.
After being gently hit. I mean, even gently hit with a car.
You should have gently skateboarded back and told them like I was just hit by a car and they took my fried rice.
I should have ate the fried rice off the windshield.
Yeah, that person just crashes into a light pole like immediately after you throw fried rice.
They were as alarmed as you would picture someone who mildly hit someone and then had a large container of plain fried rice because I was a lunatic child that didn't enjoy taste.
My God.
So that was the most
vegetables or anything in it. Just
just plain fried rice.
Just rice.
Yeah, I used to eat just rice.
That's fine. When I used to go to Lung Fung over on 7th Street and get just plain lo mein noodles, no vegetables, just meat and noodles.
That place, I feel like, hasn't been open long enough for you to be that picky.
That place is not there anymore. It's a Euro house now.
I'm not over there, to be honest with you. Unless I'm shopping around, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a kid, I was a tremendously picky eater.
I believe I believe that.
Now I'll give everything a shot. People tell me I'm still kind of picky, but I don't agree with them.
You generally tend to stick within a wheelhouse of things.
Yeah, I just know what I like. I don't think that's being picky. I'll try shit. I try all your insane food all the time.
You do.
I've eaten things you've showed me without you later on. Those sausages from that Light Life,
yeah.
Yeah, those sausages are fantastic. I had them the other night. They're so good.
I just found out
the best.
I just found out Costco sells 8 packs of Beyond Burgers.
There you go.
Got 6 in my freezer right now.
I
ate 3 raw ones as soon as I got home, and they're like, "Cook first, please." And I'm like, "It cooks in my belly, you fucking idiot."
That sounds insane. I ate that fucking.
It's all plants. It's fine.
I ate that one place in Chicago from when we were with Danny.
Oh, Upton's?
That mac and cheese.
It's decent.
I don't know what the hell it is. I don't ask questions.
That Italian beef is good as fuck. I was thinking about that sandwich the other day.
Yeah, you ate a record amount of food that people talk about.
There was you, me, and Danny. So it has to mean you and Danny talk about it?
No, the story has surpassed that. Now people are like, yeah, I heard Slim ate this.
No,
this,
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
What did I do?
When I was eating that food again with the same group of characters, but more of them, obviously. You know who it could be?
Yeah.
They were like, yeah. Literally, they were like, yeah, I heard Slim ate a burger, an Italian beef, and a mac and cheese, right? That was your order?
Yeah, I think some fries, too.
Maybe. And, yeah, that's how I can remember it because people bring it up.
Because I ate 2 sandwiches.
That's a lot of food.
Honestly, what's crazy about eating 2 sandwiches?
And a thing of mac and cheese and possibly fries. That's a lot
Sides.
of... You're defensive, and this is big cap if you think it's not a lot of food.
I am not
the
cap.
Average person.
It's a lot of food.
A tremendous cap is happening right now if you think that is
this
not
is the largest
a lot
cap
of food.
anyone has ever seen.
One of the biggest caps I've ever been present for. Yeah, just be... Not the cap! God damn it. No, let my coffee fall. And you know what I'm going to do later? I'm going to get myself a little Starbucks coffee.
I think
you know
I've had a little bit too much coffee.
I think I'll tell you when I've had too much
Okay.
coffee. What were we going to say?
I'm capping because apparently 2
Tremendously
sandwiches
large
and
cap.
apparently 2 sandwiches and 2. It's a lot of food, but
That
it's not
burger is big.
It's not such a, but it's not like a legendary
And
amount of
no
food.
Italian
where
beef
people
is
are
small
like,
either.
Okay, yeah, you know what I mean.
You never get a quaint little Italian beef.
You guys never like
unless you're ever somewhere with catered Italian beef, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Fuck
they're
you,
like, fuck
Here
you. Here's the
go."
littlest Italian
Like,
beef.
what? Oh, do you want a sausage with it?
There's
Here.
a piece of
Here's a reminder
giardiniera.
of your dick.
There's a piece of giardiniera and it's the cauliflower. Fuck you. Why can't I get the sport peppers?
Fuck this.
What are you even doing? You
I
had too
don't know.
much coffee.
I'm trying to save.
How much coffee have you had this morning?
I had 3 cups at my house, and then 20 ounces here.
What time did you wake up? 5 a.m. just start drinking coffee?
A little before 6.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
I have nightmares about waking up too late to this. Had a lot of nightmares recently.
About waking up late to this or just nightmares in general?
Yeah, if that started happening, I would for real cancel this.
Yeah.
But I do the night before. I haven't overslept for something since Easter of 2011. No cap.
Yeah,
Tiny
no,
little cap, smaller than a yarmulke cap. It's just a little bit of a lie. But I'm constantly afraid of oversleeping, so I had a dream that I woke up at 10:30 this morning.
There's like 17 missed calls
Yeah.
from me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, where the fuck
Yeah,
are you?
because I can never be like
Oh
I
my
can never
God.
have you be like.
Yeah, I don't know what would I don't know what I would do.
You would assume I was dead, right?
Oh,
if I was late.
I would be freaking out. Are you kidding me? I'd be calling everyone that knows you. I'd be like, have you heard from him? I think he might have gotten in a car crash. He may have been trying to eat potato salad on the back roads again and
Not
crashed.
at 8 in the morning.
Hey, I don't know. Yeah, don't
Breakfast potato salad?
Yeah, big cap, huge cap.
Just hiding it.
Yeah,
I'm like a turtle in a big cap.
ski cap that goes all the way down to your waist. You're like, is this Paul Bunyan's cap?
Yeah, am I that guy from what am I thinking of? Fat Albert? Wasn't there just a big
The guy that just had the cap over his face. It was basically a ski mask.
I guess so. If we want to
Was that Mushmouth?
I don't know. I don't believe I've ever seen Fat Albert cartoon, movie, remake.
I didn't see
anything.
you mean the remake with Keenan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not see
The
that.
remake with Kel that no one talked about.
Oh yeah,
Skinny Albert.
the remake done by Jordan Peele, the really dark,
Yeah,
gritty
gritty.
Fat
Yep,
Albert.
But yeah, I'm never late. Was there something else we were on to here? Oh yeah, I've been having nightmares, but not like my traditional scary nightmares. Like very intimate, detailed. Like I don't know how to explain it.
I've been having like more of the dreams that I constantly have, where like something's happening, and like I'm in a different city for some reason, and I don't know why I'm there, and for some reason there's like something it's either with you guys or my family. And, like, I got to do something. You were in my dream last night doing something weird. I can't remember what it was, but I remember I woke up and I was like, what the fuck was that?
Jerking
weird?
off and stuff.
You were naked, but, like, I don't know why. Like, you were naked and you were in public, and a lot of people were concerned about it for some reason.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't seem real. That's clearly a dream.
Yeah, no.
Every other time I'm in public, people applaud gently.
Yeah,
golf
but
claps.
No, you were, like, full, like, buck naked, like, downtown or something. And like
Barefoot?
Yeah, like,
Oh,
no.
that's crazy.
Yeah, barefoot, no underwear, just dick out. Just
Puka shell necklace?
belly out, puka shell necklace.
That's the most.
Haven't
Is that the
been
most
shitting.
crazy naked you can be?
Just
People
naked
say
with a
socks, but I think just puka shell necklace.
cock sock and a puka shell necklace.
Cock sock, but like no.
Borat swimsuit, puka shell necklace.
I like Do you know, like, it was a thing with, like, some 41, I think, would do it, where you take the tube sock and you cut off, like, the two stripes and you put it, like, around your wrist. You remember that fashion statement?
Yeah, that was a weird.
Just that around my cock and ball base. That's
just really
crazy.
puckering it
Still
up.
Puka shells.
Just puka shells.
Puka shell.
So many puka shells.
Furry
Biggest
butt
puka
plug
shell.
in. I think
The
if I have
tail?
to. Yeah,
Like the
something.
fox
No
tail?
one is taking a hard enough look. to
I am.
explain
If
it.
I have to see a
No, because I'm also frantically
have to
running
see
around because
a-
I've had 6 big coffees and I'm ready.
That's probably
to
what it
party.
is. You've had 6 big coffees, and so you have a furry tail inserted into your ass.
And people are like, "Is that a butt plug?" But I ripped it off of a squirrel. and
Holy
shoved
shit!
it
It's
in
just a
my ass.
squirrel that's up your ass, and you couldn't get the tail all
It's-
the way in there.
Sure, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still just wet. You're like, why is the tail wet?
He
He's in
must
there.
be
He's just
excited.
clawing around.
Oh my
He can't breathe.
He should be dead. But
Yeah, he should be
something-
dead, but
he's
something's
somehow
keeping-
getting oxygen.
Yeah,
I
because
just keep taking big breaths and swallowing it and swearing I'm supplying oxygen
keep
to it.
swallowing in it, but somehow your cock being tied up with this early 2000s fashion statement is getting air.
It's not
through
tied
your
up. It's just
dickle.
tightly around the ball and base.
That's what I'm saying.
And then
is
my
like,
penis is still flaccid and not. There's
yeah, but
not
that's
a
what I'm
lot.
saying. Is
There's even
somehow
less.
it provides airflow to your ass so that the squirrel
I
may
can
be
see it,
alive.
yeah.
Yeah. And then you've got the biggest puka shells that I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, they look like when you make
Alarming-
stuffed shells.
But, oh my
But they're on
God,
my
it's
neck.
stuffed shells on your neck that you've
If
just
I eat 7, I'll puke.
it's just a bunch of stuffed shells that you've ran some dental floss through, and you're like, look at my puka shells. I'm like, this man is on point. Let me tell you, this man is so in pocket right now. It's not even funny.
When I was a child, I ate stuffed shells until I vomited.
Did you eat 7 of them?
I think that was the number. Yeah,
That's all it took was 7, and then you.
I was a
vomited?
tiny child.
Okay, yeah,
like
I was.
very.
How
Like,
many
I'm,
stuffed shells do you think you could eat now?
I'm having them tonight, so I
Are
can
you?
report back. But I don't want to do it, and I've been eating less too. But I could put away.
Some stuffed shells.
Yeah, at least 15. I'll at least double my
I would
childhood.
say,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I
Because
thi-
I think last time I had them, I at least did 8 to 10.
What are you
know I mean?
stuffing them with? What's your go-to?
Ricotta.
Not bad.
And then meat in the sauce over the top. You got to crack an egg in the ricotta when you're mixing it
Yeah.
up. You know what I mean?
Makes
But,
it nice and.
yeah, I can actually make stuffed shells. It's one of my dishes that I can make. I used to use it to impress women. That was my. You gotta
Was it
have
really?
you gotta have
a go-to dish.
something that like you look at me, you don't think I'm coming with the stuffed shells.
Oh no,
Like,
yeah,
guaranteed.
But you're
I
coming
say
in
stuffed
hard
shells.
with the stuffed shells.
Largest cap this country has ever seen. They're like, there's no way.
They're just airlifting
and then I
it in
cook
with
them and
those
I bring
bull-
them in, and my cap shrinks to a little dink, and it falls in my
tiniest
hair
little-
like a tick.
And
And
it's stuck to your scalp.
yeah, and
then
I
you find
give
out
it
she
life,
has ticks.
and then eventually the tick powers me.
Then she
And
goes
I'm
to.
running around naked, little
and that-
waistband sock on my cock,
Okay.
squirrel in my ass, stuffed shell
Stuffed shells around the
necklaces.
neck. She thinks you are so sexy. She goes to blow you open her mouth. Nothing but ticks come out. She's made out of ticks.
Yeah, this is full circle,
This
folks. Full circle,
Full
baby.
fucking circle, baby. The girl of your dreams is made out of ticks.
But yeah, I used to hit them with the stuffed shells. Not eat enough to puke. That's a big tip too.
Yeah, only
So,
have a couple of stuffed
men,
shells.
listen. Get yourself one dish. Make them think you can cook, but you can't.
No,
You
just
have
perfect
one
dish.
dish.
That's all you gotta do.
And then yeah, just always be like, well, you want more stuffed shells? And she's like, that's all we've eaten for 2 weeks. And you're like, well, I don't know why you live here now.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know
weird.
why you suddenly you're here every night.
But,
Like
yeah.
I don't remember establishing that we were like a thing.
Perfect your one impressive meal. Never eat it to the point of vomiting. That's a big rule. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Never just eat. I think just not eating to the point of vomiting is a good big rule.
Definitely not your own meal. If you eat her meal to
Until
the
you
point of
puke?
vomiting, she's
that's
gonna
a
be
compliment.
like, wow,
Yeah.
I must have made some good mac and cheese.
Wow, I must have made the best knockoff Olive Garden breadsticks, soup, and salad combo this man has ever had.
But it's one thing.
oh, like and it's
She's like,
hot.
"Here."
It's all so
It's-
hot.
It's the salad with broth and like chunks of
the chicken gnocchi.
dough. No, chicken gnocchi. Barely know her. Chunks of the bread, the breadsticks, but they're undercooked, lumpy
Super,
little.
super doughy.
Yeah, you're like, is this like a dumpling soup with
Burned on
lettuce? in it?
burned on the outside, raw in the
Like
middle.
when you're like at an Olive Garden, God save your soul.
God save your
and
soul
they
if you
give
ever
you
end up there.
the breadstick and you bite into it and you're like, and it's not even a good breadstick.
Right.
It's like kind of hard,
And
not
you're
like
like, this
crunchy,
is
but you're
what-
like,
You're like, this is what people rave
Fuck.
about.
and it's not. Yeah, it's not like that. It's like when you get bad crazy bread. And
Yeah.
you're like, no, this should never happen.
Every crazy bread I've been getting recently feels undercooked, but like I don't know if
I
that's,
love it undercooked. I think
See-
that's their thing.
See, I think it's
Because when
I
I
think that's
get
what they're going
the
for.
one I live by, I feel like they cook it more. Like there maybe it
Mhm.
was an incident. You know what I mean? The
Mhm.
cheese bread, the crazy bread fiasco of 2016, and now they're like, we're gonna cook it a little more. They also out here tell me if this is right. Can you order just crazy bread?
Yeah.
For like $1?
No, it's like $2.50.
Okay, but you get just crazy bread or do you get sauce?
There's crazy bread. It's like $2.75, but then there's the crazy combo
With the sauce.
With the sauce, it's like
Right.
$3.50.
The one I live by, you can only get the crazy combo.
You
And
can't
I'm
get
like, I'm
just the
going to
bread?
throw that sauce away in the
Yeah,
parking
I know
lot.
so many people that just hate the sauce. They just want
I just
the
don't
bread.
need it. You know what I mean?
See,
it's good
I like
enough.
it. Yeah, I like dipping.
I
in
don't
the
mind it
sauce.
occasionally, but like I've never been like, this crazy bread needs something more. If I get like the really overcooked dry ones, then I'm like, yeah, I
then
wish there
you
was
want
some
some sauce with it.
But that good doughy shit, and I'm like, I don't want this. And I've had this argument with them, and they're like, we don't have a way to do anything else. And I'm like, just sell me the fucking crazy
Like,
bread.
just
and
bread,
don't
no
sell me
sauce.
the sauce. Then you have sauce, and you can make crazy bread until your heart fucking.
Because I order
explodes.
mine on the app constantly, and it just says crazy
It
bread.
used to be $1. I remember
Yeah,
when I
back
was
in the
younger.
day.
It would be $1 for crazy bread. You go in with $10, get 10 bags of crazy
Crazy bread?
and live for a week off.
Yeah,
of
I
that.
think that's how our whole crisper full of crazy bread started.
Yeah, well, that was definitely part. Yeah, because it was $1, and you're like, what the fuck? The
What the
pizza's
fuck, why
fine. I don't
not?
even need
Yeah.
pizza anymore. I used to go with friends, get a 2-liter for like $1, couple bags of crazy bread, eat it on the hood of our cars outside
That's
the 11th
beautiful.
Street location.
God, that is
and
beautiful.
smoke cigarettes. And occasionally throw a condom at someone else because we bought it at a gas station. We were like, this is funny. What's crazy about being an adult is I could take $100 right now. I could take $300 right now and just buy crazy bread. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, as long as it's
Like, nobody
insane
can
to
stop
me.
you?
Yeah, that you could just do. Like,
Except you. You're
Yeah.
the only one stopping you from buying $300
and like
worth
a lot of
crazy
people
bread.
might be like, "What the fuck?" Once I've done it,
But like I still did
I
it.
could do it. Like I could do that with I could buy just cups of coffee until
You
I just
need
keep
to stop
going up
buying
there
cups of
and just,
coffee. You need to buy more crazy bread to soak up the coffee.
No,
Can you imagine an exclusive crazy bread black
I'm
coffee
over here
diet?
dunking it in.
Oh, that has to taste so bad.
The worst is the coffee when you have to drink the topping of the crazy
Yeah,
bread.
the oil
and
oil
cheese.
blend and the Parmesan cheese. It's a thick soup. It's like a chowder at
I
this
am
point.
so sweaty and
Just-
greasy.
you smell so bad. You look
Yeah.
like Papa John himself.
Yeah, I met him in my nightmares.
Yeah, you met
I'm
him when he
having-
entered you in your nightmares, and he
Those are the kind of dreams you would have based off
Where
of
he
a exclusive
uses
crazy
garlic
crazy
butter
coffee.
dipping sauce to lube up his dick before he slides into you.
Jesus,
You
can we
know he
say
does.
that?
You know he fucked a hooker at some point. Was like, suck the butter sauce off my dick.
I listened to an hour and a half of that podcast with him,
Mm-hmm.
and he is very calculated in his responses, and he is a tremendous capper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No shit.
But they were even like, they hit him with some hard questions, which I was excited about because
Mm-hmm.
listen, we don't want, you know what I mean, the press friendly Papa John.
No, we
interview.
want like the
I
hard,
want like
gritty.
what the fuck is going on, and they hit him with like the divorce. What's up with the divorce? Are you back out there? What's the youngest girl you would date, Papa John? And he's like, yeah, he's very like media trained. Like, oh well, I haven't really thought about it. You know, I'm more about the person. Definitely don't want to go younger than like a 35 or anything. I don't
Yeah.
need any. And you're like, shut the fuck up, Papa. You know you'll
You
rail at
fucking
18-year-old. I see you out at these bars partying, play beer
Partying.
pong with Papa John. He's fucking something.
He's
I guess
fucking
not
making
18 if
all
you're
the
at a
trick
bar,
shots
but-
in the world. No, there is 18-year-olds. He's specifically looking for the ones with the fake
He makes
IDs.
a trick shot in beer pong where he throws the ball up, spins a pizza, the ball spins on the pizza and goes in whatever
it's,
cup.
It's whatever.
And then the pizza comes down and it's cooked. And
It's
we
cooked.
all enjoy.
He exhales.
And it's at that perfect time where you're fucked up and you're like, God, I wish we had a pizza right now. And
and then it's even got the little peppercini on the side
Yeah.
somehow. You're just like, oh my god.
no, that's in your pocket.
Does
He's
he-
like, you think that's good? Check your pocket.
And there's
You
just
check it.
garlic butter.
There's a
and
girl.
pepperoni.
Yeah, there's a girl next to me. Like, you think that's good? And she just pukes garlic butter. You're like, where are we?
You think that's good? She just like reaches in herself and pulls out garlic butter, licks it like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, it's like a thicker thing. He's like, that's not up to the Papa John's.
That is not garlic butter, ma'am. Don't
too
you-
much yeast in that woman.
Eesh. Wonder how our dough is oven fresh daily. Because we got fucking Jessica with a K over here.
Yikes. I would love to get a Papa John's interview.
I would love to get a Papa John's pizza right now with some black coffee and some crazy bread.
More coffee for sure.
More coffee.
We
Do
need-
we just need to go get coffee?
I feel like we do. I think that's what was happening upstairs was
Was
coffee.
coffee?
If I could, I got my creamer in the car. I'm thinking I'm just keeping that creamer in the center console.
Just
and I want
constantly.
someone to like open it and just see shitload of creamer.
Hundreds of creamers.
Yeah, get a little coffee machine in my car.
You're going too far. It's going to drain
You
your
sure?
car battery. You're going to leave the coffee maker plugged in one day at work. You're going to come out, your car's not going to start. And it's all because you had to have coffee on the road.
I had to get a new starter, so I should be fine.
No, I think you're still fucked if you're leaving your coffee machine plugged in the car.
I'll unplug it.
Allegedly, until you're rushing for work because you woke up early to drink 9 cups of coffee.
How would I be rushing then?
Because
I
you've
am
had so much coffee that
I'm
you
drinking
can't...
Americanos or whatever they're called, and I don't know what it is.
Tiny little cups.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm like the beginning of some movies or TV show where there's that cup of coffee and then a gunshot and then the gun sets down and it's like 2 names and a little star. Are you with me? Because if you're not with me,
what
we can't
movie is
continue to do
this?
this. It's like a fucking production house, you know, like the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like there's like the plate that coffee's on sometimes, and you're like, get this plate out of here. I just need a cup of Joe.
I don't need to keep clinking this cup down on this
and then
plate.
they put a cup down. It looks like a little cappuccino, and then there's like a gunshot and a gun sets down, and it says like, I feel like it's a G and an S and a little star, and it's 2 names.
Good sex pictures.
No, it's like a name. Do you know anyone named Good Sex?
Gloria Sheffield.
Okay, fair enough.
Gunder Shankerson. Gilfried Sonderoy.
Are these your go-to makeup names? Because they're too extravagant.
I'm trying to just think of... Well, I feel like production... It's not going to be like George Sanders or anything like that.
It might be. I would Google it, but I'm fairly certain nothing will come up for this.
Joffrey Sampson.
Joffrey? Samson?
G.
Yeah, I know Joffrey.
You know my buddy Joffrey?
I won't be friends with it.
I can't be friends with a Joffrey. Too white.
Just too ridiculous. Listen, I don't have time for your crazy names. Remember that asshole thing? So when's that movie coming?
I don't know. 20, never.
Oh, I had big dreams.
We all had big dreams. Nobody's gonna pick that. Because just the production budget.
GoFundMe. We'll
make a GoFundMe for $1.2 billion.
Yeah, and then we'll never deliver.
It's a big movie.
I mean,
it's 21 films in a franchise. We need a lot of money.
Well, it's just the first movie. You can't go fund me to one movie.
Yeah, pitch the
we tell them we have ideas.
Because we're going to film them all at once and then chop them. Do you know how long it's going to take to edit 21 movies?
Yeah. Well, you edit one, you get it out, and then you just
that's what I'm
never
saying.
stop
Yeah, you just keep editing.
Sweatshop workers, not in a different country.
Then you find footage later that would have worked in the
the found 14. Footage version, yes.
Oh, shit. Yeah, found footage.
Movie 10, where we take a spooky
really
turn.
Cheap and spooky.
Ghosts come out of the asshole.
Direct to DVD.
Direct to DVD? Is that even worth it anymore?
Yeah.
You mean VOD?
Direct to 4K.
Vicious old demons. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
You should be.
I know.
What the fuck? You fucked up.
What about the shirt? Could we end on that? What was it? I don't even know. Why do we never get to hold on to any of these moments? No. Everyone else does. How come making it you don't remember anything?
Hey, weed, sandwich me a bitch, bro.
I don't think so.
I don't think that was right.
Close. It doesn't have the same
impact. It doesn't have the same.
God damn it.
Fuck this show. Fuck everything about it.
I hate that we can never have a moment.
We can never just have anything nice
but everyone
for
else
a long
can.
time. You know, everybody gets to enjoy it and listen back and play it and rewind it all they want, but we have to sit here and live with this shit.
Yeah, now I'm out of coffee. So what do? Just fucking die? We got to drink water after that delicious coffee.
But I think we have to go get more coffee.
I don't think I should drink more coffee.
I think I would like a coffee, and I'm telling you, you would also like a coffee.
I know I would like a coffee.
Oh, come on, think about it. We could just go to the
gas station. If we leave, nothing would be the same. You know that.
But if you're reading this, it's too late.
Yeah, but also Scorpion.
Also.
There's several options.
What's it called? I know what
There's so many options. You could even go way back. I know all of them.
Fuck, I don't know.